Pranav Goa Thakurta from Edu TV. Today, we are with the famous Mr. Gurung, Mr. Bhushan Gurung, who is head academic CG Education, Kathmandu, Nepal. Mr. Gurung takes care of more than 20 schools in Pan Nepal. Sir, we would like to have your advice on what kind of new normals will be there post disruption. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Pranavji, for inviting me in your show. And how are you?
I'm great, sir.
I'm sure you're doing well. Pranavji, this new normal situation that you are talking about, now there's a very famous saying that the saying goes like this: there are decades when nothing happened,
Right.
and there are weeks when decades happen. So this is the situation that we are living in.
Decades.
That things are changing rapidly. I'm sure you are quite aware, and we all are a part of this in this new dynamics that's happening in all over the world. The word new normal, which has been, I think it's a business term, it's been coined, and it implies that something which was previously abnormal and unusual has now become a common thing or a commonplace. Correct? And in education too, the new normal has has given us a thought about things that we have to unlearn, and whatever we have learned, and then we have to also relearn new ideas, concepts, and methods. Now, post disruption, right?
Yes, sir.
We will talk about it, but I just would like to take you through the current situation. We are going through online. I think that is the key word that is being used by everybody. All the educators are using this word. And but there is a question about this online. And the question is this online a long-term solution, or it is just a emergency response that we are giving? Because online is supporting, but it's just supporting to transfer knowledge and information. And in the name of online, I think we educators are also overloading our children by bombarding them with a lot of information, because we are telling them to go through different apps, different social networks, and different kinds of learning tools. And I think they are getting overloaded. And but my suggestion will be to let's try and distill this information, and give them whatever is necessary, and give them targeted instructions, because reports are coming that online activities have reduced the learning outcomes in subjects. And the reason is, there are various reasons. Key reasons can be net connection, because net connection is not the same everywhere. Participation, so I'm really sad that this is hampering the fledglings, you see, the kindergarten to grade 3, because it is the most critical stage in education, that these ages are the ones where they learn the most, and online teaching is not really helping them. Now, coming to this, while we are talking about new normal, I think we have to prepare ourselves for the old normal in a new normal way, post disruption. I think the question is the key, or the moot question that you are asking is, what do we do? There is only one way I see. I think we have to go back to school. And some countries have already started this process of, reopening the school. And this is the biggest challenge. How do we go back to school post disruption? What do we do about the class size? What do we do about our school days? What do we do about our group activities or co-curricular activities? or should we give them an option about whether they would like to come to school or they would like to stay home, homeschooling? And how do we, shift our mindsets, because how do we make a learning space for our students? How do we go in terms of, teaching methodology? Who will be responsible now? Uh, Are only schools responsible, or the responsibility should be shared by school as well as parents? How should the evaluation methods be? So these are some key questions that we need to ask ourselves. And we are in need of ideas, Pranavji.
Correct,
And
sir.
and I think whatever ideas we are getting, it's not enough. The question we were just talking before this interview, and you were raising some questions that, what will the
New norm.
school look like? I If you ask me, the school will have to reduce its class size. They have to, I think, opt for alternate days, of calling students, you know key school activities, which is supposed to be the heart and soul. For example, assembly activities, co-curricular, games, all these, I think these activities have to be minimized or reduced or even stopped. And schools will have to give, homeschooling options to students who would not want to come to school. So these are few things, but in our area or in our system, going to school is a cultural habit which was formed over generations. And this is the only way we have seen. Why? Because, you know when students come to school, when we are having, one-on-one or face-to-face, or when we are, socializing, there's a lot of learning that happens, which I think our children, they are missing it now. And the only way out post disruption, if you ask me, is back to school situation, or a kind of thing has to be created by us. But again, back to school does not mean that we have to follow the old ways. The new have to be formatted and thought by educators. And this will be a challenge for all of us. So last words, if you ask me, like I said, we are in need of ideas. And there's a very famous saying by Victor Hugo: nothing is as powerful as an idea.
Right, sir.
Time has come. I think there has to be an idea. I think there will be a way out for this, Pranavji. But till now, I think I will appeal to all my educator colleagues that if we are going through online, let's keep it very simple. Let's keep it focused. Let's keep our teaching and learning achievable, and let's keep it time bound, because this is not the time to be frenetic or busy. This is the time to stay calm and composed. So this is what I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, sir. It has always been pleasure to hear you, sir. And thanks, Mr. Bhushan Gurung. He's the head academics, CG Education, Nepal, and he's one of the famous educationists of Nepal. I'm sure, sir, whatever you have spoken and whatever you will be speaking in the future also will again come back to you in a week or so. That will definitely help all the stakeholders of education, not only in Nepal, across the world, because all of us are facing the same problem. Thank you, Mr. Gurung. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Pranavji, and stay safe, stay good, stay healthy.